Hello, everyone. Welcome again to MET-AMS. It's me, Ben White. I am here hosting lots of interviews with builders, artists, designers, creators from the Web3 space and beyond. I'm absolutely delighted to be here today with Oliver Lange. Hello, Oliver. How are you?
Hi, Ben. I'm fantastic.
Great.
Thanks.
Oliver is the head of H&M Beyond and has just hosted an absolutely fantastic discussion on the main stage. Oliver, great
Yeah.
to meet you. How are you enjoying the arena and Amsterdam itself?
It's fantastic. I'm just a little bit sorry that I just took the chance to be here only today.
Okay.
But it's amazing. Next time I will spend definitely more time here. It's great.
It's been a really nice event. It hasn't
Yes.
been like too full and bustling. It's just been a really nice vibe, but lots of really good education.
Yes.
I know that you just delivered a really great speech and
Thank you so
discussion in
much.
there. Maybe give us a little bit more information about
Yes.
H&M Beyond, what it is, and perhaps what you were just talking about.
I'd love to do that. Thank you for asking. So
No
H&M
problem.
Beyond is an innovation lab. So basically we do innovation work for H&M. The fashion industry itself is it's just full of opportunities and full of needs, to be honest. I mean, if you look at sustainability, digitalization, so there's so many fields where you can do innovation in. And H&M Beyond is a team based in Berlin, a very small team. So we are like kind of the rebels
Okay.
of innovation. So we are trying to pioneer products, services, and experiences very early in the process.
Amazing.
So being out there before we have even understood what is happening in the world, we try to do projects, and during doing iterations and steps and being out there and learn, we try to create the understanding through that. And our two main headlines with H&M Beyond are the virtualization of life.
Okay.
So what does all of this, what we see here, the technologies and the ideas and the changing consumer behaviors with the younger generations, what does that mean for a brand like H&M? And
Amazing.
this is exciting, right?
Yeah,
and
very
the other
exciting.
one, the other one, which is bloodily needed, I would say, is working on the future of production. So this is rather more looking at how physical products are made, where they are made, and how we treat this resource in a way that it makes sense with the like hand in hand with the planet. So
Yeah,
circularity, circular business models, and all of that. So that's the two headlines.
Amazing. So there's a sustainable element to what you're doing, but then there's
100%.
also the digitization. So it almost becomes like the next generation's collectability or representation, how they want to be represented through fashion.
Exactly.
And that's obviously growing on from this idea of certainly younger people at the moment playing with games like Roblox and things like, where they have skins that represent them, and I guess it's a middle step between how they're represented in the real world through the fashion that they can actually wear, but also digitally. Is that right?
I'm glad you say that, and I think this is exactly the playfield. So if you and maybe it's us, or maybe it's me. I'm now 40 years old, and I see the real world and the physical world, and I see the virtual worlds as how they are connecting. And I guess in some heads of people out there, like the smaller ones, it's already one. So if I observe my kids that are 11-year-old, how they socialize on Roblox, how they spend their time and what they're doing there, it would be a stupid question to ask. Yeah, but why are you not meeting physically in your room? For them, it would be, yeah, why? But we are having a good time.
We're all together.
We're all together, right? So you're absolutely right. And I guess the beauty of digitalization is that it's not something else than sustainability.
Yeah.
I think if we treat all the technologies that are out there, if we treat them the way we should, and we take triple loops in what we do and what we decide, I feel that the technologies is purely enabling more sustainability. Right? So if you look at digital fashion, for example, creating digital fashion means that you never ever cut a piece of material.
Okay.
You don't not create physical samples.
Yeah.
You send around, someone needs to touch. You're creating in a digital environment.
Yeah.
And I think we will see more and more fantastic use cases coming from that opportunity. So maybe in the future we both will meet and we will both wear just a white tracksuit or a white sweater.
But when we see each other,
when you decide what I'm supposed to see, because my glasses is just like the device, right? Imagine how that would be. And I think that treating these technologies in a way that it enables another way of creating value in the physical world, I think this is where the excitement is. And there's influences from the one world in the other, and vice versa. So that is giving me goosebumps.
These conversations really excite me, because I also think then about how people would recognize that they had like common interests.
Right.
And let's talk about fashion as an example, like brands that you love.
Yes.
And you're walking down the road and you look and someone's wearing something amazing.
Yes.
And you're able to, through whatever device you're wearing or however it works, you're able to actually understand what they're into, what they're like, maybe what they're wearing, maybe where they got it from. Or you're able to connect because you then have this this thing that you both like. How often is it you walk down the street and you speak to somebody and you know that you both have something in common?
Yes.
Whereas the future of wearable fashion and those things actually may enable people to immediately recognize that they have a common interest with somebody.
That's fantastic. And we both could talk about some very specific projects we have done in that field. So I think that's one exciting aspect to it, how these different realities that are becoming one, how this influences each other with the technologies that are rapidly evolving, right? The other thing is, what I believe is already changing it, that the whole roles of there's a fashion brand, a design house, there's consumers, right? And there's producers. I think that all of this, we will see changes in there. I believe that what will happen is that consumers, they will also become prosumers, and they will also become designers. Let me explain the prosumer aspect.
Yes, please.
Whatever we have in our wardrobes, and I'm not sure about you guys, my wardrobe is full of resource, right?
Yes.
And if I'm the owner of that resource and I know what to do with it, how I can take responsibility, how I can trade this in, how I can give this back, how I can swap and share and sell it, right? It gives me a different role. I'm not just consuming anymore. I'm changing my role. And that is one extent which I like, how we treat what we have already, because it's not about buying more pieces. That's, I don't think, is the solution for the future. I think it's with taking what you have and having technologies that enable you to know exactly what you have and how you can treat it. This is the beauty. The other aspect, Benjamin, is if we get that far and if the technology gets that far, it might be that everyone in the future will decide on their own what they are going to wear and what they are going to design. Right? So if I can open up an application tomorrow where I can just say how I feel and what appointments I have, and it also sees what the weather will be, and then I'm asking, what shall I wear? Look at my wardrobe. And then it says, well, you could wear this, but you could also design something new. And based on your appointments, it could be something like this.
Oh, wow.
And then I get a proposal that fits me and that fits into my day, right? And then there's maybe brands who are just the ones who are the platform for producing these products, if it's physical products. So also here, flipping roles upside down. Isn't it exciting?
So exciting. And I'm so glad you brought the conversation back to brands there. And obviously you working as part of the H&M group.
Yes.
Tell me then about their commitment to this. Like they seem to be getting in on it very, very early. What's their investment? What's their ambition for this kind of technology?
Yes. I think the commitment is that H&M Beyond exists is like a fantastic commitment, and that we have that mandate, and that we have the trust to be early in the process with these kinds of little tests and little initiatives. I don't think it's a pure matter of resource and being able to afford it. I think it has more to do with the values and taking risks, being brave.
Yes.
Expose yourself, being empathetic and out there, and also accept failure. So that's for me very important. I think this is the critical thing. So if you have people within a brand who have like kind of that mindset, they can do impossible things without damaging a brand, right? So that's one thing. The other thing is that we are closely committed to in which fields innovation is needed. Virtualization of life, for example, is committed throughout, from C-level down to our innovation team, and we are mirroring our processes very early. So we show very early to the right stakeholders what we are working on, and we try to find these partners internally. And sometimes we are also forced to co-finance little projects.
Yes.
Which means that if I ask you if you would invest in the projects that I'm doing, and you say, yeah, I do, then we have a commitment and you are interested in making this a success, right?
Absolutely.
So this also holds true for internal collaboration from time to time, that we try to make it really hard for us to just maneuver as an own little team on an island, but being connected to the right people that want to have their problems solved or that see opportunities. and just collaborating with them on eye level.
It's fascinating.
That's for us is at least the magic sauce that I believe changes the game.
Anyone looking at this now who would like to understand more about what you're doing and how they can learn more about it, what's the best way for them to find out and to maybe experience what you're building as you're building it?
I would say the best way of finding out is contacting me personally, to be honest.
Okay.
Go on LinkedIn. I'm Oliver Lange from H&M. You will find me. We don't have the most fancy internet representation.
Okay.
And we are working on a virtual space.
Yes.
A pixel stream space where we can all collaborate on the future.
Wow.
But please connect if you have input. If you say this is complete bullshit, I'm also interested to get your opinion.
Well, I don't believe it's complete bullshit.
Okay.
I'm really excited about it.
Ben.
I'm so glad you took the time to come and speak to us about it. Enjoy the rest of this wonderful event. And it's been wonderful to meet you, Oliver.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you so much, Ben.
Take care. Bye.